This is James Holder for IFL TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella. I'm at the Cosmopolitan Hotel today. With me I've got the new WBA interim champion, Jose Benavidez. How you doing, sir?
I feel great, I feel great. We had a tremendous training camp, and I feel great that I won the fight, and I'm the new champion.
You spend a little bit of time at Big Bear training with Abel Sanchez as well as your dad and your normal team. How helpful do you think that was for your camp?
Correct. We were up in Big Bear for about 2 months and a half. It's crucial up there in Big Bear. You can't breathe. Everything's harder than what it seems. But Abel, he let us in with open arm. Abel's a great guy. He has nothing but the best up there. And we work with his fighters. We had a hell of a training camp, man. I want to thank Abel for letting us train there. I want to thank my team too as well. They were, if it weren't for my team, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. And also top ranked Bob Arum for giving me the opportunity, for this fight. And like I said, I feel great. I feel good, and I feel good. I was a big underdog in this fight, and Herrera was talking a lot of trash. But we ended the night, and my face is clean compared to his. You see, his face is all bruised up and swollen. I really have nothing. So, I feel good.
Going into this fight, what was the tactics you were told to implement?
This guy fights, different every fight. Some fights he comes in, he's a brawler. Most of the time he's a brawler, but sometimes he boxes. So, you can't really expect what the guy's going to do, But went in there and worked my jab, saw that my jab was landing pretty good. And I went a lot to the corners, and a lot of people might have thought that he was getting me there, but it's not that I was tired. I just knew that when I would go to the corners, he was just gassing himself out, and he wasn't landing any shots. He was landing those shots to my elbows, and he was hitting me on top of the head, and I was catching him with clean uppercuts, clean uppercuts and body shots. So that's why I was doing it. But I had to adjust to him, because sometimes it looked like he'd be tired and then he'd rush in out of nowhere. But I take nothing from him. He's a good fighter, but the best one tonight.
Just judging by the response I've had from social media, a lot of people had you winning. Some people had Herrera winning.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the judges' scorecard was accurate and reflected the close nature of the fight?
I thought I did enough to win the fight. Like I said, all the shots he was throwing, I was blocking every single shot. Here and there, he might get me with one of the jabs to the body, but nothing hard, And all the punches that I was throwing, I was hitting him with clear shots, clear body shots, uppercuts, short uppercuts, left hooks, jabs, right hands, whatever I throw, I'd pretty much land. So I don't disagree with anyone. I think I did a good fight, and I did enough to win.
Do you think with the close nature of the Danny Garcia fight, maybe sometimes if Herrera is in a close fight, some people will pick up on certain things?
When he fought Danny Garcia, I think what it was, Danny Garcia might have taken him a little lightly, and that's why it came to the close fight. It was a good fight, He, like I said, Herrera comes to fight, and he has a big heart. So, like I said, we had to do what we had to do, and I had a tremendous training camp for this fight. And like I said, I was ready, and tonight we won. We beat him.
Did you exchange words with Herrera after the final bell? Did you and him talk and embrace?
No, after the fight, when we went to check the doctor, I told him good fight, tough fighter. That's about it.
No doubt, great for you to win your first title as a professional. Just literally 22 fights, making great progress in the paid ranks. Where do you go from here, Jose?
Thank you, man. We're gonna go back home train. Keep training.
Back home to Phoenix.
Back home to Phoenix and see what's next for us. It's boxing. You never start learning. You never stop learning. You learn new things every day. So we're gonna keep training and learning new things.
Do you think there's a potential for a rematch with Herrera in the future?
I'll give him a rematch. I give him a rematch. I'll beat him even worse this time. So I don't. Those punches, like I said, those punches he was hitting me with, they were nothing but pretty much elbow shots. He was catching, he caught me with a couple of shots, but he doesn't hit hard. And he's gone 12 rounds a lot more times than I have. And he said he was gonna outbox me. He said he was gonna outschool me. But it shows today who won. So, like I said, I'll fight whoever.
How are your hands coming out of this fight? Obviously, we know you've suffered from a lot of hand trouble in the past. Hands okay?
My hands are great. They feel great, and I'm happy for that because it's once you hurt your hand one time, it's been in the back of your head. Oh, what if I hurt it this fight again? But my hands feel great. Nothing's wrong with them at all. So,
your first time top rank and Golden Boy have kind of come together in a long time for a promoting of the show, and for you to be in that fight, it's a bit of an honor in itself, isn't it?
It's an honor, yeah. Just being in this card and fighting for a title at 140. It's amazing. I still can't believe it. That's been my dream since I was a little kid. 6 years old, fighting for a title on HBO. So the day came. We ended the night victorious, and we just have to go back home and keep training. See a bigger fights, everything bigger. So we just got to get ready.
What kind of names will you be looking at now for 2015? Is there anyone on your radar?
Like I said, I'll fight whoever at 140, 147. I usually fight at 147, but I came down to 140. The last time I fought at 140 was 5 years ago. So I mean,
Do you think you're more comfortable at welterweight?
I feel good at 40, but I obviously, I feel better at 47. That's my natural way. I feel stronger. But like I said, I'll fight whoever. I mean, we're at a stage now where we can't be dodging or ducking anyone. We have to fight the best of the best. So I mean, I'm there and I'm ready to fight whoever.
As I said, 22 fights. You still look about 15. You're not aging. The boxing's not taking its toll on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the plan is to not get hit. I see this is the way I see it. Boxing is a sport. It's an art. You hit and you don't get hit. That's just to me, that's what boxing is. A lot of people go in there and try to brawl, end the night, all beat up or whatever. But I try to go in there and hit and not get hit. So I mean, to me, boxing is an art. So I mean, we're gonna keep training hard and keep, like I said, we can't be ducking or dodging anyone. I mean, we're at a stage where we will fight whoever.
All right, well, listen, full respect to yourself on the win, and full respect to Herrera as well. It was a great fight to watch.
Yeah, no, thank you, and I want to thank him too for giving me the opportunity to fight. I mean, like I said, he's a great fighter, has a lot of heart, and like I said, we had a good night.
Top man, thanks for giving me a bit of time, man.
Thank you.
See you soon, Jose.
Thank you.